This is history in plain words. Imagine being told that your home, your people, your very way of life are about to be destroyed, and that there's no one to turn to but your king. This is the story of the Zulu in 1879. A story of courage, miscalculation, and the human cost of war. What happens when a small kingdom faces the might of an empire? And what can it teach us about leadership, pride, and survival? Life before the war. The Zulu Kingdom, under King Cetshwayo, was a thriving society. Farms, warriors, families, each homestead carefully organized. Discipline, pride, and culture flowed through every corner of the land. Across the border, the British Empire was expanding. They wanted territory, influence, control, and the Zulu lands were directly in their path. For a while, peace seemed possible. Treaties were signed, gifts were exchanged, words of respect were spoken. But behind the smiles, tension quietly grew. No one thought war would come. Yet in every insult ignored, every warning unheeded, the seeds of conflict were already planted. Rising tensions. Small incidents began to escalate. British officials demanded changes to Zulu customs and authority. The Zulu refused. Pride and misunderstanding hardened both sides. The British, confident in rifles and training, underestimated the Zulu warriors. The Zulu, disciplined and proud, underestimated the persistence of the empire. War rarely begins with a single shot. It begins with choices that seem reasonable at the time, choices that make peace impossible without anyone realizing it until it's too late. First clash, Battle of Isandlwana, January 22, 1879. The British camp at Isandlwana believed themselves secure. But the Zulu army, over 20,000 strong, moved silently across the hills. The clash was sudden. Chaos erupted. Soldiers panicked. Orders could not reach everyone. By the end of the day, over 1,300 British and colonial soldiers had fallen. For the Zulu, victory was real, but not without cost. Hundreds of warriors had died as well. This was a shocking lesson. Courage, strategy, and determination can overcome technology and numbers, at least for a moment. While Isandlwana burned, a small British garrison at Rorke's Drift faced the Zulu army. Only 150 defenders against thousands. Fear was palpable. Every man knew death was likely. Yet determination, improvisation, and courage held the line. By morning, the garrison had survived. It was a legendary stand, not because of numbers, but because it proved courage is often measured in moments, not in armies. Escalation and aftermath. The British regrouped. Reinforcements arrived. Cannons, rifles, and sheer numbers began to overwhelm the Zulu forces. The Zulu, though brave and organized, faced a relentless enemy. Villages burned. Homesteads destroyed. Leaders struggled to maintain unity. Thousands of lives were lost. Families torn apart, land seized. Yet even in defeat, the Zulu spirit endured. Culture and resilience survived the worst of war, the cost of war. Victory is not always victory. Even those who won paid dearly. The Zulu army had been broken, society shaken, and the British carried the shame of having underestimated their enemy. War leaves scars that maps cannot show. Psychological wounds, generations affected, betrayal by leaders. Survival becomes the only priority. The Zulu Wars of 1879 were not just about rifles, cannons, or territory. They were about people, their courage, their choices, and their mistakes. We remember the battles, the strategies, the heroes. But the true story is human. Pride, fear, resilience, and the cost of decisions. History does not repeat itself. Human behavior does. The lessons of the Zulu about leadership, unity, and courage in the face of overwhelming odds remain today.